Hello everyone, my name is Lynn. I am a current student of Retail and Service Logistics course, and my supervisor is Professional Avinash. I'm from a team which including four more people. They are Dan, Kan, Narine, and Trung. So today we will present about the industry research, and particular company is Circle K. So Circle K is the US all 24 hours convenience store which came to Vietnam since 2009. It owns its distribution center in Vuong area, and moreover, it has more than 300 stores in Vietnam, which provide customer with various products. And today, these presentations will aim to investigate the gap and develop an understanding of the nature and structure of the retail supply chain of Circle K. So we will move to the next part with the outlet of today. So in the first part, we will discuss more about the retail supply chain structure. In the second part, the core competencies of Circle K will be investigated. Uh, in the third part is problem identifications, and finally is the recommendation, conclusion, and reference list. So we move to the next part, which is the retail supply chain structure. Starting part, we will discuss about the information flow. So after the workshop and as well as the field trip, we acknowledge that Circle K is applying the forward supply chain, forward information flow. So to be more specific, the firm will rely on the sale forecasting to produce the future request, and the loop of the retail is finished by the important role of the distribution center we will call insert as DC. So it gets and keep all the items in such a short time before delivering to the store locations. And at the point where the particularly order is required by the store, so the items will transport by the 3PL company direct from the distribution center DC to the particular retail locations. So that is the information flow of the Circle K. Now we will move on to the present supply chain of Circle K. So as we can see in this figure, it illustrates the retail supply chain of Circle K. So to explain, so the supplier will stock the item in from the factory or overseas in their warehouse, and every month the manager of GSL warehouse will report the inventory level to the Circle K headquarters, and after um, um, analyze the past data and sales forecasting in that month, Circle K will issue the purchasing order and submit it to the vendor headquarters. So that from that, the vendor will withdraw the stock based on the purchasing order and ship to the GSA warehouse, and then GSA warehouse will make a timetable to delivery the order to its store locations. However, this model will prompt to the build effect. So build effect will influence the proficiency of the retail supply chain, and it also lessens the benefit of supply chain and makes the whole production network less focused. So to eliminate the disadvantage of traditional model in terms of information flow, so Circle K is planning to move as well transfer its current structure to VMI. VMI means vendor managed inventory. So to be more specific, Circle K will separate its global shipping and logistic warehouse into two areas, and one is for vendor, one is for Circle K, but all in one warehouse. And then Circle K will it's enable the provider of item to oversee and control the stock while it's at the Circle K warehouse. So VMI models can make a smoother stock stream with altogether less stock out, and with a steady line of correspondence, everyone in various divisions is reliable on the equivalent. So we have come through the first part, and now we're moving on to the second part. It is about core competency of Circle K. So based on the framework of convenience store competency, which is developed by the authors, and we can see right here. This is the core competencies of convenience store. So the selected core competency of Circle K will be analyzed. So first, in terms of optimized logistic and supply chain management, it includes just-in-time logistics system. So integrated distribution system and outsourcing logistics services. Moreover, by applying just-in-time system, the company will follow the rule of multi-categories and few inventories, frequent and on-time delivery. Integrated distribution system is used by Circle K to follow offers of things and offers short renewal process durations. Furthermore, the 3PL service provider, such as we mentioned before, is about transportation firm, is utilized to execute everyday transportation that lets Circle K concentrate on their center business is about sales and management. So for the second part is about location-oriented expansion strategy. So as I mentioned before, um, currently, Circle K owns more than 300 convenience stores in Vietnam, and it's located in many hot areas. Its store layout is around or 200 square feet in size, and it can be seen that Circle K is very smart when selecting location to open branches of the company. They focus on two largest markets nationwide. It is Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi. And there are two key markets of Vietnam where are the most populous and require an enhanced life of Vietnam. In these two cases, the shop has been wise to focus on open and crowded residential area near school or crowded places. And finally, it's about marketing strategy. So Circle K has several successful marketing strategies in the past, which they help the company to increase sales and inventory turnover. To be more specific, in August, Circle K launched the sale promotion for Spider-Man movie. That is a hot movie in that time. So customer can get a free cup of Spider-Man when they're purchasing 6 Oreo packs. So after the feature, we can see that the bakery items are in the C categories of a warehouse, which means that it has the low inventory turnover. So by this promotion, it will increase the inventory turnover of Oreo and attract more customers to the store and increase sales as well as the profit. So that is the core competency of Circle K. So now we will moving on to the next part, that is identify the gap available in so after the field trip and the workshop, so we can identify that Circle K is facing the knowledge gap. So this gap happens between real customer assumptions about the administration executions and the desires seen by supervisors. So this gap emerges from the administration absence of foreseeing how customers define their desire based on the quantity of sources, such as promoting past involvement with the firms and its rival, individual needs, and the correspondence of convenience. So the gap will be brought about by the absence of the time committed to the increasing direct informations of customer or such many of the board layer between top supervisors and the sales force, and or it can be from the off-base data from the statistical surveying or request examinations. So to be more specific, based on the observations of the daily work of the Circle K or MIT University, there is no offline activities such as surveying that get insights from the customers. However, on the online platform, to be more specific, is about on the Facebook. Circle K received many complaints, feedback on their review part, and uh, Circle then will analyze the amount of discussions and the monthly emotional index to get the insight. So the formula is right here. The emotion index will be analyzed based on the positive discussions, negative minus negative discussions, and positive discussion plus negative discussion. So this emotion index is from -1 and 1, and the higher value, the higher popularity, as they discussed in this figure. This is the statistic from 2016. So as we can see, at the point when the client complains, it rarely implies numbers. Other feels the same similar way. However, they try not to let us know, and rather they take the business somewhere else. So moreover, probably the greatest suspicions organization make is that disappoint customer will consistently or regularly air their worries. Therefore, if Circle K only get the insight from the online platforms such as or social media, so it is not sufficient, which leads to unreliable consumer behavior. Moreover, the idea of retailing is persistently fulfilling shopping involvement requests. So for the a combination store endeavors, they will concern address like what sort of item administration will be given or how to fulfill customer requests. However, as Circle K suffer from the knowledge gap, how the how the firm delivery how the firm can deliver the excellent service to the customer. As a result, the satisfaction level of the customer will be decreased. So, one of the things we also discussed right here is, will technology replace the traditional convenience store like Circle K? So, um, according to Ready Convenience in 2019, the fact demonstrated that the internet shopping probably won't be a risk to the uh, to the customer base. However, that doesn't mean that you're resistant to its belonging. In the same article, the author continues to state that as living in 4.0 world, the expectation of customer also changed and relies on how to pay, value, and loyalty. So as we for the first issue is how to pay. As the mobile wallet is really recently a trend in Vietnam. As we can see, there are many companies they try to develop this area, we have Zalo Pay, Momo, and Viettel Pay, and the customers thinks that this is very convenient for their work and uh, and they also really prefer its features. So um, back to the Circle K case. So we can see recently Circle K is cooperate with Momo to enable the customer to pay through the mobile. So this is a great part that can prove that Circle K is uh, go with the trend. So for the next expectation is about the value. So the expansion of internet shopping has made their customer who are dependent on the word. This means that customer who want to go to the store without a type of arrangement or rebate, a pen or promotions. So to contend with that outlook, numerous convenience store they make their own application that draw their clients to the store, give more input opening and offer more alter in-store limits. And furthermore, for the third one is about loyalty. Dedication projects are currently determined by innovation, offering customized reliability advantage depend on pass-by, visit area, or that's just the beginning. For the comfort puts away keeps up, we are progressively utilizing online live and custom application to connect with the customer on various levels. So to loosen this pressure from the value of the technology, Circle K should adapt and as mentioned before, should adapt with this trend and the The more detail will be discussed in the next part is about recommendations. So, um, as the knowledge gap of Sokoke are identified previously due to the inaccurate information from the market research and unreliable consumer behavior, the development of technology and loyalty project for the customer relationship management, we call it CRM, are recommended to address this issue. So, and 7-Eleven is one of the direct competitor of Circle K, and they are having a good strategy in this part, and we should learn about it. So comparing between Circle K and 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven emphasizes on controlling customer relationship management through direct information. So to be more specific, at 7-Eleven, they launched the loyalty program associated with 7 requires mobile app, as we can see right here, which allows every customer an specific ID and standardized identifications. And the application records your purchase and gives them a 7 free cup of coffee after they buy any 6 refreshments. As a result, 7-Eleven is giving endless more free drink any other times in recent memory. And but on the other hand, its selling is increasing all out units, and in general per visit by is higher for 7 rewards app than non-individuals. So the program like this make other approach together client assessment about stores, item, and administrations. Moreover, through the program, the capacity to study individuals and enhancement of interactions between managers, and customer are huge. So therefore, the knowledge gap is minimized. Hence, to fill the knowledge gap, we recommend that Circle K should develop the same project as 7-Eleven to win in this industry and have more interactions with the customer. Moreover, as according to the lecture slide, as if the firm adopt the omni-channel into the app, it will enable the customer to have continuous shopping experience. For example, if there is a promotion of clear shampoo which is informed through the app, the customer choose to put it in the online basket and choose the store location. So in the evening or at the end of the day, when a customer is nearby the store, the notification will pop up and to remind to buy. After shopping experience, the app can send the survey to ask for the specifications of the level of customer and give points as a loyal program. Moreover, through this way, the firm can get an insight from the customer and the knowledge gap is reduced. So to conclude, the convenience store won't be replaced by the technology. It just enhances the service level with the help of technology. And we can say that in recent years, according to Insight, women, millennials, and heavy convenience store users in particular are seeking for customizations from their C-store. C-store means convenience store. And today, consumer in general and millennial or particular want food items that are fresh, creative, and make just for them. And 7-Eleven, they can obtain all this information from their 7 Rewards app. So they develop an custom self, custom, um, develop the ramen making machine in their convenience store, according to this video. So thank you to the 11 to conclude. So thank you to the A711 can obtain all the insights and know what the customer wants, what is the trend right here, and how the customer satisfied with their service level, so they can adapt with the trend and meet the demand of the customer. So to conclude, Circle K is a leading convenience store chain in Vietnam. However, right now it doesn't cope with the trend of the world in terms of technology, in terms of service level, and we also identify the knowledge gap because of the unreliable consumer behavior on the social media only. And finally, we recommend Circle K to build an app for a loyalty program to have more interactions with the customers as well as to improve in the futures. And here is the reference list. Thank you for your listening.